it's just boring, you know? Nothing ever happened.
No. I gotta go. Hey, everything okay?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Welcome to Strike Force. You are an elite battle squad assembled to defend Earth. This is who we're up against. The alien warlord Ultimus and his Kree soldiers who have joined forces with Hydra and AIM. Now, I know some of you aren't used to fighting side by side with each other, but the world needs you to put aside your feuds and stand together. Any questions?
I am Groot.
Any other questions? All right, it's go time. Now get out there and save the world.
You need help with your Marvel Strike Force game? Then come down to the school of the Game Father. Valley Flying did, and he learned that you can't beat the Game Father. Valley Flying. That's right, I'm the 3-time Super Sunday Red Stip Blitz Orb champion. After I uppercutted Valley Flying in his vagina for the 3rd time, he went home and cried to his little mommy, and now I need a new challenger. Bring it, little boy. All one with the fucking dope. I be ballin' like a
Gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
Alright gamers, keep on gaming because gamers are cool.
OMG.
It's so powerful, it can turn off the sun!
Yo, step right up, got deals for days. Year 20's here, but it ain't no craze. Wanna upgrade? You best not be broke, cause grinding that out, man, that's a joke. Professor X, yeah, he's locked behind a G20 wall, you won't get in time. Oh, you thought you'd grind? That's cute, my dude. But check the store, we got deals for you. Buy now, buy fast. Limited time.
Hello there, how y'all doing today?
Don't even try. Better hit that store, cause it's buy or die. First hits free, yeah.
Hello there, how y'all doing today? Welcome in. We are waiting for a blog post today. There might be some delays on that. We'll have to see how this plays out. Also, yesterday, I barely lost. I changed it in my room. I changed it in my room 3. Yeah, I barely lost. So annoying. Hello, Crash Override. How are you doing? All right, let's get playing the game. Shardius 1, is that you, Shardius? Is that you? I didn't see the name. That's just not you. No. I just, it's annoying to lose in that setup to efficiency, in my opinion. Hard to complain about much. Well,
We're gonna have a chill day today. Blog post. Yeah, we'll see. Victoria hand. All right, we're gonna buy that. Yeah, but it was a Professor X player. That means that I could have won. No auto attack time? Yeah, we're going to do that here pretty soon too, right? Just put in Astral and that's that. How close are we to this being going away? 16th? Hello, Big Spartan. Yeah, we're waiting on a blog post. I'm not sure how timely that will be. I've heard some rumblings. Normally, well, let's just see what happens. Oh, the rumblings of your stomach. I like that. Orbs. We'll have to see. I don't know all the details, so I didn't take it was like anything like that, though, Steven. Let's go to the command center. So I think we're good to do Battle World, right? Oh no. All right, we'll go over that. No, it's nothing like that. I don't. I think it's something small. What are the offer you need to buy? There's a there should be a button, right? Isn't there a button on that, on the burst one? In the top right hand corner? Oh, I did not. Where is that? That sucks. Oh, so this is not. Oh, it's a Discord poll? Oh. All right. I guess I need to know. How come they didn't ping us? So there's only two good choices then. Howard the Duck and Havoc. Is that right? Well, okay. Oh, yeah. So it's Havoc. All right. Yeah. This will take care of itself. All right. All right, Havoc or Howard the Duck, it doesn't matter. I feel like I have good access to all of them except for those two. Like, why with Lilandra? I don't get. Do they not? New players? Yeah, I don't think so. Well, I guess some people did vote for Lilandra. That's interesting. All right, right, what's the Songbird? When does the Songbird offers end? Because I got to make a decision on. Is that right now? 52 minutes, is that true? Full Astral. Well, this is the offer that I want, right? For $45. I have to core Victoria Hand. I'm not wanting to core both. All right, I'm going to buy Songbird, and then I'm going to core Victoria Hand. Yeah. No, it's a good point. I'll just wait for... Yeah, I'll do that. I'm not going to do both. I'll do one or the other. Well, if something changes on that, let me know. Hmm. Well, that's the other thing too. I don't want to get so far behind on resources that you know what I mean? Say there's a core spending event. I imagine those are going to be capped. A core spending event? What's the data mine on that? I mean, that should go into a video. Let me pull the video up on that. The data mine up on that. What does this mean? Get ready to ride the game progress in the event by earning Thunderbolt Diamond Orbs. Okay. All right. That's a pretty big deal, actually. Earn tier 20 Mystic Gear and Odin Diamonds. Commander, get ready for the ride of the Allfather milestone. Gain progress in the event by earning Thunderbolt Diamond Orbs, earning Negative Zone Orb Fragments from the Negative Zone, spending Power Cores from the Web Milestone Daily Web Pre-Claims. Earn fantastic rewards, including Crimson Mystic Gear, Tier 3, ISO 8 Diamond Orbs, and Dark Diamond Credits. Okay. All right. Yeah, it does seem kind of. I mean, when I heard people talking about this, I'm like, interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's an auction. Yeah, Odin is a scarier character with diamonds, right? Odin is scary. Laser switch to Spakin. Okay. Drop her down. Leaderboards are always fun, my guy, don't you know? Always. They're not auctions. Actually, they have some pretty savage auctions in Raid Shadow Legends too. Holy moly. Like, they don't fuck around over there. And the problem with the auctions in Raid Shadow Legends too, which is they put you into baskets of like 100 people, and I'm sure it's based on what they think you're gonna spend. Like, I'm sure it's like computer generated, like they know what the best combination of players will net the most one. And then it's like all or nothing, top person on the leaderboard, and it's a pain in the ass to get the stuff. But they do it over there too. Yeah, a crash override. I agree with that. Yeah, that's the difference between Raid Shadow Legends and Marvel Strike Force. And I'm not trying to say Raid Shadow Legends is cheaper because it's different, and it is not. It's you don't need anything. Like they'll come out with like 10 characters, and you don't need any of them at all. But if you want everything, and you want to be able to get, like right now there's a fusion going on. And I dumped, I had about $240 worth of void shards. And that's not enough to be on the top of that leaderboard to get the 5 red perfect soul for the fusion. I don't know how much it would cost, but I'm in 4th place, and you got to get 1st place to get the reward. And you know, the event's only been out for like half a day, and you know, if I'm already like I'm in 4th place with $240 worth of shards, I don't know. It just ramps up and ramps up and ramps up the cost, right? Oh yeah, you could spend way more money in Raid Shadow Legends in some weird world. It's just done differently though. I think that game, I think Raid Shadow Legends is probably pretty wild for like somebody that has like a completionist mentality. Oh man. I suspect that is not a good day for a completionist type. But the rest of the community is like unconcerned. It like doesn't affect them. It doesn't really bleed down to like free to play or min maxers, or it just doesn't. It just doesn't matter. Yeah, but it doesn't affect anything with me at all. Is what's so wild about it. It just doesn't matter. All right, I'm going to do that after the top of the hour. Yeah, it's very it's just set up differently. Wow. 4. Yeah, if you're a completionist, it's nearly impossible in Raid Shadow Legends. It's nearly impossible. Yeah, I can't even wrap my head around what it would cost to do. It's nearly unthinkable. And Dulam's not minimizing. It's millions of dollars. Like it's just on another level. Yeah, but the thing is it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter though. Yeah, I don't think it's even that hard to do. But the point is it's so unnecessary. Like, you literally would never need to do that. Unless you just wanted to. Yeah, it just wouldn't matter. Like, I can't imagine it would matter much. Mythical +4 get fucked. Holy shit. I have 0 mythicals outside of Mikage. I can't even wrap my head around having empowered mythicals. Holy shit. Empowered mythicals? How? Well, that's why it costs $1 million, right? Yeah, but you'll get at least one. At least I know of 2 that are pretty easy to get. The Chimera one and the Mikage fusion. And then there's another one by doing a fuck ton of live arena, right? I know there's a 3rd one that you can get for free without getting really lucky. Yeah, I know, right? I think primal shards are like $5 a piece. Aren't they like $5 a piece? Primal shards? I don't think they're $30. It's the sacred shards that are $20. I think primals are closer to 5. Plus, you can get like 1 pretty quickly inside of live arena. Do I need to do anything other than astral on auto? Holy shit. Is there any strategy to this at all? Well, here. Here. Let's do it like this. Well, Hades. Pack calculator. What? $3. Yeah, $3 a piece is what you want to get them at. Where a sacred shard is 13. 13 and a sacred's like 3. Yeah, they're not. Well, first of all, these prices are hard to get right here on their pack calculator, but $5. Let's just say $5 each. If that makes any sense. Yeah, $5 a piece. Yeah. I thought they were $5. The problem is they depreciate everything in this game so much where it really does not, like, I don't know how to explain it. The items that you can purchase in Raid Shadow Legends don't have like power creep. They don't get power creeped. Like, a lot of the stuff that's for sale in the store, in our Marvel Strike Force store, the value of it goes down pretty quickly. Like, once they've done their initial sales, then it doesn't matter much. I know, right? Raid Shadow Legends? You'd have to play it. I'm not trying to present this idea that Raid Shadow Legends is inexpensive or any kind of bullshit like that. No, it's just structured so differently, and it's a lot of ways way more optional. And it's like, and when other people spend all ungodly amounts of money, it doesn't really affect you. I don't know how to explain that. It just doesn't matter. And they also, the penalty for being impatient in Raid Shadow Legends can be very high too. Like if you get a character and you don't want to spend the time to upgrade them, like, because it's a lot of work to upgrade them, you know, whether it's the potions or the red stars or the masteries. I mean, I think there's a pretty severe penalty for rushing upgrading your character. Like if you get a character today and you want to max it out day one, it's gonna be steep. Like I got Mithrala, I don't know, like a month ago, and I wanted to make a video about her right away, and it took me weeks to get her up and running and understand how he works before I could make the video. Yeah, books. Oh my God, how much are the mythical books? See, like, let's say you get a mythical for free, and you need like 15 mythical books. What are they? $30 a piece? They said 7. Okay. But it depends on when. Legendaries are at least 5, right? Yeah, 5 legendaries. And like you're getting like 12 on a legendary and they're $5 a piece. You might need 20 on a mythical actually because they got the 2 forms. That may cost you another $140. It's just a lot of shit like that. Hello, Sheriff Lobo. Oh, let me, I want to say something. See if I can first. Strangely enough, this was infinitely more interesting with the bleed thing and extending the bleeds and a timer. Like it required actual strategy, very specific team comp. You had to play it manually. I just don't know why they couldn't have leaned into that. Because it actually felt like a puzzle. This is just a roster check. Yeah, I know that they're not happy with the final result of this, and they're wanting to redo some things. I'm curious to see what it looks like. No, Tuggle, I feel like I don't think it's that. I don't think it I do feel like people who spend more money than you want to hit auto. That may be true that there are some people, but I don't think that that's necessarily tied to money. I feel like that, and I don't think this applies just to Marvel Strike Force, but I heard something at the Scopely Summit that made me scratch my head and think a little bit. And the comment was that, you know, do the Marvel Strike Force players even enjoy playing the game? Or are they just more into collecting the characters and upgrading them? And at the time, and I'll back up to that, you know, and you know, I mean, I guess it's the same thing you could say about like a casino. You know, why are the slot machines more important than, or more full than blackjack? Because blackjack requires some strategy, some know-how of the game mechanics, and blah blah blah. And maybe people don't care about that. But the counter argument to that is, for me, if that's true, if you're a developer and you believe that the player base doesn't care about the game mechanics as much as collecting the heroes and upgrading them, then what's the incentive for you to try to make this even a better game? You know, I feel like that's just a very depressing mindset to have. Like, why even try? Yeah, why even try to make a better game if you believe that? Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, I do know that these idle games are, you know, and same thing with Raid Shadow Legends. Not a lot of the gameplay is like actually playable. Like it's a sim. A lot of it's not a sim. It's like a lot of it's an auto fest, right? It's like an idle game more than. So like I do understand the concept that, you know, sometimes, you know, feel like Raid Shadow Legends more about developing the builds and the team comps and getting the right gear and using the right layout and understanding the interactions between the characters, and then putting a team together and then running it and see if it actually finishes the goal in the way that you would think it was going to work. And then once you got the team to work, you run it 1,000 times in the middle of the night. I'm giving an extreme example, but there's no manual playing, right? Well, yeah. Yeah, it's just very different. And I just want to say there is something to be said about collecting. I don't think that's an invalid argument either. Like I very much understand the idea of collecting things and upgrading them, and, you know, baseball collecting when I was a kid, and you know, all of that, right? Magic the Gathering. There are people that do not play Magic the Gathering that are more into the economy and the purchasing and the opening of cards and having them graded, and they don't probably play Magic the Gathering at all. I don't even know if they read the cards. It's a thing. It's a thing. No, this is a real mentality. I'm a Pokemon card guy. It's the same case. Yeah. This is a real, like, intellectual argument, right? So, like, you know, it is a real intellectual argument, right? For real. Soon, yeah. Intel goes in the arena very soon. I don't know, there was a post about it, but we're really close to it for sure. Yeah, Pam. So you guys understand what I'm trying to say is that, you know, and I think that's where Marvel Strike Force might be in an identity crisis, right? In that sense. There, I am optimistic that we will have a blog today. Oof, that's an interesting one. Can we scamble on that? Well, let's see what happens if the blog is going to come out at its normal time. It'll be 20 minutes from now, right? So let's just see what happens in 20 minutes from now. See if it comes out. It might. I just know that there's normal. Let's just talk what the normal process is on any given week. Is that embargoes are lifted, let's say 3 hours before the blog is published on the website. So the website would publish it 20 minutes from now in the next 20 minutes, right? So the embargoes that would, you know, like, let's say I have a little sheet that I could show you or a video, whatever, that should have been out 2 hours and 40 minutes ago. That did not happen today. Did not happen this week. It will not be. Already announced a delay. There you go. It will not be? Okay. I didn't see. There you go. Thank you. I don't see these things, by the way. No, there's like this definitely can be shared section on our server, and there's nothing in it. It's almost like I should pay attention to other stuff more. No, there's nothing in the can be shared chat. There's almost no point in reading the stuff that we can't talk about. Here it is right here. Oh, well, this only came out like 10 minutes ago. All right, this just came out a couple minutes ago. Thank you, Pathfinder. It's a little bit frustrating that this stuff doesn't show up on our server. It just shows up on your server, on this server. It's almost like this should be linked to that server. The weekly blog today will be delayed. We will have an update for you as soon as we can. Okay, so it is being delayed. There you go. Thank you, Pathfinder. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the information. And this is relatively new information. This came out like 20 minutes ago. So I don't know if I would have noticed it once I'm streaming anyways. It's not like I'm siphoning through the discords when I'm streaming. Is there Blitz rewards today? Let's take a look. Did I forget to Blitz already? What's going on here? Why is it being weird? All right. So the blog will be delayed. All right. As I was saying, thank you for being here, Pathfinder. As I was saying, I'm thinking the blog will, yeah, it will be delayed. Heard there was some, what is going on? Is my battery dead? Nothing worse than a mouse with lag. Yeah, it's hanging. How long before we can do this? I'm the Canadian Psycho. Okay, so server reset in 14 minutes. Zero Ultra Monster Supremacy. So I just found out that I can get these on Amazon for the exact same price that I can get them at Walmart. I feel like, but there's still cheaper variations of this at Costco. But whenever Amazon has products available to me that I would normally purchase, let's say at Walmart. I no longer am going to Walmart for this. It's just gonna come to my house. Fuck you and your water. Water's overrated. Listen. Do you want to know why every single doctor and healthcare professional or whatever say drink more water? Because there's no risk for them to make that suggestion. In fact, there is a risk if you don't drink enough water. But they could say, oh, drink more water. It's like, you know what? Breathe more air. Fuck off. You know what I think you should do today? Don't hold your breath. Breathe air, you stupid fuck. I already know I need to drink water. And you know what happens if I don't drink enough water? I get thirsty, and then I drink it. What a thought. What a concept. Holy shit. Hey, you know, my son's going to be born, and I'm going to take him to the front door before he goes to school bus, and I'm going to say, son, I'm going to give you a tip today. Don't murder anybody. Also, rape is bad. Don't do it. Thanks, Dad. I'll see you when I get from school. Bye. Bye, son. Have a good day. I have to stop saying dumb shit. Holy moly. I know I'm gonna. What is this gonna mean? Like, what is this gonna mean going forward? Having a son. I got two daughters, but they're in California, and I see them. One of them's an adult. Another one I see, I don't know, about once a month. It means you're a great dad. It means it was accurate. Anyways, that's like a doctor or a personal trainer or something like, drink more water. Like, well, you know what? I get it. Like, it's not like a good suggestion. It's just something that like everybody knows, and you can say it with confidence because there's no downside for people drinking more water. In fact, you know, there could be problems if people don't drink enough, but like I feel like your body actually tells you when you're thirsty. Well, that's so strange, right? Who would have thought? No. I don't think kids should be drinking energy drinks or caffeine in general. I just don't think that. In fact, like I've been thinking about this a minute now. Like, I don't really. So, like, I do know one person that consumes zero caffeine, and this person has probably the highest energy level of anybody I know. And it's like, how do you not drink? I'm not sure that caffeine does anything. I feel like we all have like a tolerance, or I have a tolerance to caffeine, and it doesn't do anything at all. In fact, it's probably creating more energy problems than it's solving. I don't know if there's a lot of benefit to it. A side effect of being thirsty is being moody and bitchy. Maybe you should get a glass of water. Why don't you get a tall glass of shut the fuck up? Okay, Vlad, that's what I'm saying. Like, so anybody that's like been stuck on that nicotine thing, whether it was cigarettes or whatever, there's no upside to caffeine at some point. Like the way that I would describe like my relationship with caffeine was like wearing the tightest high heel shoes in the world, because I do that all the time, just to take them off to feel better. That's what like smoking a cigarette was like. I was taking off these really tightly wound shoes that I've been running around all day with, and the relief that I get from a cigarette is like the same thing as taking those miserable shoes off. Like, what's the point of that? If I quit caffeine and come back, you'll notice a difference. See, I think I know that there's pretty miserable headaches for how many days? Like 3 days? How long is the headaches last? Yeah, I don't wear high heels, but I don't know where I was going with this. Cessation. Quitting caffeine can offer several health benefits, include improved sleep, reduced endies, fewer headaches, and better digestive health. It can also lead to weight loss, improved dental health, and balanced hormone levels. All right, sleep. I don't care about that. Anxiety. No, I don't care about that. Headaches. Huh. While caffeine can be sometimes used to treat headaches, it can also be a trigger for them. Well, I don't have that. Caffeine can affect digestive processes, so quitting can help with issue like acid reflux. Okay. Wait, let's quitting from especially sugary drinks. Oh, wait. This doesn't apply. This does not apply. This should not even be here. Caffeine can stain teeth. No, coffee, caffeine. This is a bad. See, this is assigning problems to the delivery method of the caffeine, not caffeine itself. So like this is a problem of coffee. I don't drink coffee. Weight loss. This is a problem associated with sugar soda. I don't drink sugar soda. All right. Balanced hormones. Quitting caffeine may help balance hormone levels, particularly in women, and reduce symptoms like breast soreness. I don't have that. Caffeine can interfere with absorption of certain nutrients, so quitting can improve your body's ability to absorb vitamins and minerals. All right, I like that. Right. Yeah, black tea, yeah. Like English tea, English black tea, all that stuff, yeah. Financial savings, sure. But you got to understand that I don't. My breasts are sore. Actually, I take testosterone, and if I get any tenderness, that's a sign of my estrogen levels going through the roof. Testosterone in your body converts to estrogen, and if you have too much testosterone or you have like erratic testosterone levels, you can get actually tenderness in your nipples and stuff, and it's not good. Actually, and I have anti-estrogen pills for that if it does happen. All right. What doctors wish patients knew about the impact of caffeine? Holy pop-ups. No, thank you. Holy shit. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, body can compensate with excess testosterone with more estrogen, correct. Yeah, so I have an estrogen blocker for if that happened. Many people can't imagine starting the day without a cup of coffee or tea. Caffeine has been a silent hero of fueling our daily lives, helping people get through the afternoon slump. It also could be positive effects on alertness, cognitive function, athletic function. But as we indulge our favorite caffeinated beverages, there are some certain about excessive consumption, potential health risk. Okay, I'm listening. We don't fucking know. The server resets in 2 minutes. We'll go back to Marvel Strike Force in 2 minutes. There's nothing to do. Caffeine is a chemical stimulant that can be found naturally in coffee beans. Yeah. All right. In this, 3 members shared what doctors wish patients knew about caffeine. They are what? 85%, 135 milligrams a day. 12 ounces of coffee, which is the most common source of caffeine for adults. Oh my God, if you guys knew how much. Most people have safely under 400 milligrams a day, right? You're getting too much caffeine, but in general, 2 8-ounce cups of coffee should be a limit because a cup of coffee has between 100 and 200 milligrams of caffeine. One of the things that people don't realize, and think of it as like medicine, the best way to use it is in small, frequent doses. So 20 milligrams to 100 milligrams at a time as opposed to the standard mug of coffee. And then just getting it into your brain in a small amount of time. If you're home with the increase of telework and things like easier if you serve yourself a little bit throughout the day. Oh yeah. All right, we're going back to Marvel Strike Force. It reset. All right, well, we're back to play Marvel Strike Force. Are you happy now? I don't know if that's true. Is the Milky Mirror still coming around? I'm not trying to go to war with but it's a bot, right? The one that I took issue was the one that was cloning my stream and just re-uploading it. I really didn't like that. That was hard to get removed. Holy moly. I sent them like, hey, says, listen, I am me, and they are using me in their stream. They're re-uploading my streams. I couldn't get them to stop doing that. It took like, that wasn't the Mary Milky or Milky Mary, whatever her name is. All right, so this is loading up. I don't know. Like they were actually like, and then so because I'm a Twitch partner, I have like a direct like thing, whatever. Not like a direct thing, but you know what I mean, like a thing, like a mess, like a. There's a part of Twitch I can go to, and they're like, yeah, no, that's not what we do here. Yeah, like, if your paycheck's wrong, you come here, but this kind of shit, you have to go like with the rest of the people. And then so I was like, well, that doesn't help me. Now, with the Mary Milky one doesn't really affect me. I just didn't like the one where they were actually using my stream. Like it was just me, and it was like they I don't know. I didn't like that at all. Okay. Yeah. But the Milky thing is a little bit more nuanced. Like, I think, like, I feel like that's a different conversation. And that's more in the realm of, like, the Twitch terms of service. And I'm not sure that they were breaking it. Like, me and Bendable, I talked to Bendable at length about it one day. It was like, it actually felt like they were sidestepping the Twitch terms of service in a somewhat clever way. Okay. What? They bot spam Bendable and Dorky? What do you mean? Portland Rover going. So the people that created okay, I'm making an assumption, I don't know this, but I'm assuming that Milky Mary is literally a person who tracks Twitch drops and then creates accounts just around Twitch drops. Like it's somebody that automates streams solely around Twitch drops, and it's not an actual organic Marvel Strike Force player or content creator at all. It's literally just somebody to try to take advantage of Twitch drops, right? I don't know if that's the truth, but that's the way I see it. Oh my god. There were 300 Mrs. Farm Mary Milky. Oh my god. Oh yeah, get fucked. If those bots were from the creator of that account, yeah, I would not be happy about that. I would go to war with them. I go to war with Dorky, shoulder to shoulder with Dorky and Bendable. What I mean by shoulder to shoulder is I'm 6'1", but their shoulders would be up here. All right, we're watching this. We're watching this. Oh no, this is my buddy. Oh, get fucked. I don't know, man. So I do have some anti-bot measures set up on my stream, which is slow mode, verified use. I don't know if I got like follower only. There's a time limit to followers. I know that I went out of my way to implement some anti-bot measures, if that makes any sense. I did. So I don't know if that's a potential solution or not, but I did see the DC World Collide thing. I got to watch that actually. Yes, it might. Yeah. I need to start picking the game back up. I had another project that I was working on that ended, and I'm wrapping that up, and I'm not moving forward with it. And that was sucking up some of my time, not a lot, but some of it. And then it just, between Raid Shadow Legends and that other project, DC Worlds Collide, got squeezed out. But now that the other project has wound down, I have more time. I do like the DC World Collides game, but there was a they implemented a new patch, and I had to like get on the, was it Reaper's Discord? And I just couldn't, didn't have, and then I was out of town, and then it was like, well, I've been gone for a couple days and I haven't missed it, so maybe it's time for me to step away for a moment. Yeah, that got, yeah, Surf Lobo, yeah. It's pretty complicated how that unwound, and I'm saddened by it, but yeah. How do I word this? How do I word this? There were a lot of things that were interesting with that, but the main problem that I couldn't overcome was so a lot of you guys know, may or may not know this, but I used to be a stockbroker. Like I was a Series 7, so I was a registered investment advisor. I had like a commodity license, an insurance license, and I don't know, I had like at least 9 licenses, right? I don't even know. But I had a lot of licenses, and I was registered in a lot of states. And I remember when Martha Stewart got in trouble for insider trading. She used to be a stockbroker too back in the day, and they really hit her hard because they wanted to make an example out of her, and they also had proof that she should have known better. Like, you can't get those licenses without understanding the laws, right? And it's like she was held to a higher standard. So Sheriff Lobo, yeah, because I know we talked about it once. There was a significant legal cost, like an extreme legal cost, to do what we wanted to do correctly. And there was a path A and there was a path B. The path A was do it correctly and spend a fuck ton of legal costs. Or path B is to go about it the way some other people have done it and roll the dice. And there was like a loophole, and we did some research. And I know that because I had that license, I would have got fucked if anything went wrong, because that's how the government looks at people like me. Yeah, it's just the cost like we had like I mean, we had thrown so much money at it already, and I don't know. And there's a lot of other details. I mean, that was one of 10 things that going on. Some of it was I was struggling with the investment of time also. And then there was another legal consideration. I hope I get to talk about it. I'm thinking that we will talk about it at some point publicly. We got to get together with Arnold and Reminex and see what they want to do. Part of me wants to talk about it because we have nothing to lose at this point. Yeah, I haven't talked to Rem since there was a group message today, but I haven't talked to him in a little bit. How I'm doing? I'm not sure actually. All right. I suspect that something different will happen, Charlotte, but right now I think we're licking our wounds. Oh, please don't like go spam like that stream. I saw the clip right there of 3088's stream getting, that's not okay. I'm not okay with that. Like, and the problem with that is yes, I do believe like we actually who would I don't know. I don't like that though. Oh. Yeah, but I don't approve of anybody bot spamming. And I would like to like I think you guys, this goes without saying. I don't know why I'm going to say it this way, but like dude, I'm all about like building up the organic Marvel Strike Force community as much as I can. You know, like if whether that's Bendable or Dorky or anybody, right? Like I'll collab, I'll do stuff. I you know, I just want like it would be cool if there was somebody always streaming, like if you could log in at any time of the day and there would be somebody that you like streaming Marvel Strike Force. That would be cool, right? That's where I mean I think that's like a pretty noble idea, if you will. Yeah, that mean that just like I mean, you know, if it's 2 a.m, I log in and oh cool, I get to watch so and so stream or whatever, right? Like that would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Well, for sure, I don't think it was an organ. I mean, I suspect. I do not know. I suspect that. I mean, it's an interesting strategy, but I suspect it was a person that follows the drops. So they find a game that introduces drops. They go and simulate VTuber content, you know, with some, and it's all automated, and it's probably in alignment with the Twitch terms of service. You know what I mean? I mean, and how many of those do you need to do? Like, they probably could automate 50 of them. They could go to every single game that has live drops and set up automated accounts across 50 games and profit, right? I mean, I believe that's the strategy, right? I'm guessing that's what the strategy is. I don't know. I'm not wanting to help that person out. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't know if that's the case. I mean, I talked about it with Bendable, and in some ways it's like, wow, they figured out a clever way to game the system. I mean, part of me thinks that too when I see things like that. Like, I wish I would have thought that first. Yeah, and I mean, if it's a person sitting there, you know, one person running the account and doing that, but if it's automated and this person is automating like 50 channels simultaneously, I'm pretty sure that completely goes outside the spirit of what Twitch is supposed to be, right? Right. But I also think that this account will disappear as soon as if drops quit or stop, that account just disappears. Like they're here just for the drops and on to the next one. And the type of person that would do this type of thing is probably savvy with scripts and bots and things like that too, right? One would assume. I mean, I even thought there was at one point when I was talking to Bendable about it, I was like, so what if like I sat down one day and manually did turn off my webcam and manually recorded 8 rotations of Blitz manually. Just played Blitz manually for like 8 rotations, like, because I don't think you could even finish it in 2 hours manually playing all those teams. Like, it'd be a continuous loop for like 16 hours, let's say. And create a 16-hour loop of that, right? And then run my, I've got all this AI shit music, right? And run a random loop with that doesn't sync up with the gameplay noise, right? And then get an AI boomer that goes like this, or maybe get like maybe create a VR version of myself with big old tits or something, and just run that for 12 hours a day and see what happens. Some of the big streamers have second channels that just play their VODs 24/7. I guess I could do that, right? I could do this for you. Who told you I wasn't working? Yeah. You need rigging if it isn't static. Yeah. SPS wrecked my vigilante team in the raid room. Oof. But you know what? I'm not trying to game the system. And so correct, Ivan. Yes, that's the reason why this Milky account was fascinating to me, because I was like, oh, they figured out how to sidestep the terms of service. Like, how do you prove that there's not a person behind that VTuber bot? Because there actually are VTuber bots, right? Or VTuber people, right? Like, if there's a person actually doing that, that's fine. But if it's pre-recorded gameplay that was ripped off of a random ass, YouTube channel or something like that, I think that goes against the spirit of what Twitch is trying to do. You can prove they run a loop? Okay. Okay. Let's pay attention to this right here. Okay, what if Blitz was like Arena, 5 battles a day, but it's random picks from your saved Blitz squads plus better rewards? All right, so I got to tell you what I did like about Blitz was that, like, 8.3, I don't know if you guys remember, 8.3 really got tricky, right? And there was some strategy. Yes, Sheriff Lobo, yes. Yes. Something like that wouldn't bother me. Okay. Yeah, 8.3 was interesting back in the day, right? Hit Monkey Burst. Blitz with Vigilantes to hit the path to Monkey Orbs. Okay. It's an offer. The blog was delayed. We're waiting for it. Let's see right here. Let's get rid of that right here. Yeah, the blog is delayed. So I'm calling it now. So there's this theory out there called dead internet theory. And I don't know all the details of it, but the general idea is that AI interacting with AI and being unable to discern if any of the interactions that we're having on the internet are with real humans at all, and that it's just AI creating AI content, feeding AI algorithm, feeding AI clicks. SEO is screwed. no way of knowing if anything you're watching is actually from a real person or that anybody actually took the time to create anything. And it's called dead internet theory. So I'm trying to get in early with real world stuff. Because I think the faceless websites, faceless YouTube channels and stuff like that are going to be not particularly viable going forward because they're going to be easy to replicate. And there's going to be systems that people are going to be able to create to simulate like endless amounts of content and reproduce it and just spit out garbage content. And people are not going to want it. It's already happening with websites, but eventually it's going to trickle to Twitch and YouTube. Okay. Is this an offer I want? Hit Monkey. How many shards? 105 shards? So this will take me up from 5 to 6 stars. For how much monies? We got to go from 40,000 to 75,000. These are offers. 35,000 points is what we need. Oh, come on. So $35. Yeah. It's not as good as Strike Pass. Oh yeah, I mean, let's not get into the Terminator, Skynet, Matrix conversation yet. Let's talk about something that actually is going to happen very soon. It's just that there's going to be this content creation that is AI generated, on websites where, you need to find out information about caffeine. You can't find anything that was actually created by a person. It's just this weird loop of everything being created by an algorithm and all these computers creating all the content in a loop, and nothing is from an actual person that has done anything at all. Like, let's say you want to buy a Roomba, which I'm in the market for a Roomba, and apparently Roomba's going out of business. Like, do you know how hard it is to find information from somebody that actually hands-on tested the item themselves, and it's not this shit show of fake procedurally generated AI content just spewed everywhere? Yeah, and then what they're talking about is that I have some discernment where I can decide if this was procedurally generated AI content or if it was actually created by a real person that knows what the fuck they're talking about. Like, I can kind of, but it gets to a point where someplace I won't. And then the AI content will clog and push out all the real content, and I won't be able to tell the difference. And then it'll just be bots watching bots, and that's what they call it, dead internet theory. Eventually, then it's gonna revert back to, like, imagine this stream right here. You're watching this stream. What if the technology gets so advanced that you don't know if I'm real or not, and there's no way of knowing, and the simulators can create a better version of my stream like this, like I am right now, than what that I could do, and there's no way you can tell if I'm real or fake. Then then it's just like, well, the internet suddenly becomes useless. I'm talking about, going out a little bit where you're unable to tell the difference. You pick up the phone and it's your mom, but it's not your mom. And because the AI is so advanced and it knows everything there possibly know about your mom, you can't tell that it's not your mom, because there's a virtual version of your mom calling you that acts and reacts in the identical way that your mom would. You can't tell. Suddenly, almost all forms of digital communication become inherently useless. Spider Society? Is this a Black Mirror thing? I didn't know if this is a Black Mirror episode. This sounds like it would be a good Black Mirror episode, but I have not seen this one. Maybe I've been watching YouTube channels that mirror their content about the Black Mirror episodes. I don't know. Beep boop beep boop. I am a real human. I am not an AI generated person. Get wrecked, nerds. Marvel Strike Force is trash. I am not a bot. I am a human being in person playing Marvel Strike Force because the game is fun. Get fucked, commanders. Like, I should probably watch more Black Mirror. I used to watch Black Mirror like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Yes. So they're going to have to figure out so what's going to, the problem with the system is that they're going to need an insanely complicated CAPTCHA. Probably some like bio CAPTCHA that is not like some sort of CAPTCHA that's dependent on your spit to confirm that you're a real person and not a robot. They're going to have to do something extreme like that. Some way to authenticate that it's actually a real human. Like some very complicated bio CAPTCHA. Yeah. But I also think people are not going to go for that. And I'll tell you why I think people are not going to go for that. Because I was raised religious, right? And I'm not religious today, and I'm not trying to like talk shit about religion or anything like that, but I'm only trying to make a point that I don't think people are going to go for this. At least the religion I was raised in would never go for this, because there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about the mark of the beast will be on the hands and the heads of like all of the people, and basically they're going to try to like control your thoughts and your actions by giving you a number and the mark of the beast and gross imperfection. It's like people are not going to be down for like national identification and stuff like that. People are not going to be okay with it for religious reasons. Yeah, I personally won't have a problem with it, but I just don't think that there's going to be an amount of people that are ever going to go for that. And not just for religious reasons. I mean, I think there's just a lot of skeptical people out there, and they should be. All right, we got through that. Yeah. Sissy, yeah, something in Revelation. But, Ceci, to correct you, it's Revelation, no S at the end. Yeah, some people have an aversion to social security numbers also. Yeah. Sorry, Ma. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm just saying. There's a group. I agree with you, sorry, Ma. I'm not religious, so and I know that I've talked about that. They got a lot of, yeah, the generational. I don't even know how they modified that from like the generation of 1914 and that generation seeing the end and all. I don't even know how they got around that. I wasn't around before they changed all their beliefs on that, so I don't know. But I remember thinking, oh, that's going to be a fun one to fix later. I'm not involved with it anymore, so I don't know. You need my spit? Hey, smell this. Hey, if you ever come to my house, smell that. Actually, that doesn't smell that bad. I've been swapping these out. Also, I've been going to the dentist a lot. I went to the dentist the other day. Holy moly, that was horrible. No, there was one time where I smelled it and I almost fell down on the ground. But I keep replacing this. I've been replacing this pretty often, actually. It's still kind of gross. Like, this one doesn't smell bad. No, that doesn't smell bad either. It's this thing that smells bad after a while. So and these are not, I don't know why these are like $20. Well, I was going to incite somebody to smell this, but now it actually doesn't smell bad. I don't know if it's because I've been going to the dentist a lot more often and my breath smells great 100% of the time. I can personally assure you. But I've been going to the dentist a lot. I went to the dentist on Tuesday. It was awful. God, I hate the dentist. Oh, no. Like, I didn't go to the dentist for like 10 years. I know that sounds weird, but I really neglected myself. Oh, yeah. I'm telling people I was stuck. I was absolutely stuck. Yeah. No, I didn't go to the dentist for like 10 years and now I go like too much and it's horrible. Truly awful. Oh, let's see if the cat will smell it. Bean! Bean! If he comes in here, I'll try to make him smell it. That'd be a good experiment. I don't know. You want me to, going to the dentist is such a boring conversation, but they had to grind the shit out of my gums. Did not feel good. And it bled a lot. Like, I'm not exaggerating. So the lady gave me some sunglasses because she's like, "Or I'm going to get water in your eyes," blah, blah, blah. She didn't want to get water in my eyes. And I was watching Ragnarok. They had Ragnarok on the ceiling. I was watching Ragnarok, so I was fairly distracted, right? But it was so painful. I'm not this big old manly guy, dude. Water was running out of my eyes. Like, it was just water was running out of my eyes. I don't know if I would call that crying. You know, it was more like an onion experience, but it was that painful. Yeah, should drink more water. Get out of here. I don't know. There's something wrong with my gums. Yeah, there's all kinds of problems. Anyways. No, she had like such a strong opinion about Love and Thunder, or how much she hated that movie. Oh my God. I mean, this is just like I've been going to the same, she's been there every time I've gone, right? It's the same lady. And I think she knows I know about like I think we had a conversation once about Marvel, whatever like that. But she went into this whole rant about Love and Thunder and the forced humor and how bad the movie was. Like, I'm sitting here just like watching Ragnarok on the screen, and she's grinding the shit out of my gums, going into a full essay about how the goats and the humor and the forced humor in Love and Thunder was absolute garbage. And I was just like, who are you? Like, who is this, like, dental hygienist? There's 2 goats? Yeah, there was more than 1 goats. But anyways, I was just like, I felt like it was like, I was like a surreal experience. No, I just wasn't expecting this whole conversation from a dental hygienist. All right. I don't know, but the funny thing, it was a one-sided conversation too. Like, literally, there's no like responding to go, like, what am I supposed to say to her? I'm just sitting here like listening to this. I was like, man, I feel like I'm in chat right now. This is great. Actually, it kind of made me realize, like, oh, this is pretty cool. And she was sleeved. She was sleeved. But anyways, babe, they want you to bring Bean in here to have him smell the microphone for the microphone smell test. Well, yeah, because I smelled it right now. It didn't smell bad. You remember how bad it used to smell?
Yes.
It doesn't smell bad anymore.
There's a clip.
It doesn't smell bad. And they don't believe me. And they said that I'm talking about going to the dentist.
Me and my dog level scent gland.
Well, I don't.
I can smell everything right now.
All right, you want to be a second opinion on this?
I literally smell everything now that I'm pregnant. It's not as bad as it used to be.
It's nowhere near what it used to be. Okay, so
it
there's a
smells
cat.
like stale.
There he is right there. Oh, that's Dart. Dart will be the
Dart
second.
will work.
Dart will be the third opinion. All
I'm
right.
gonna pull the whole family.
He doesn't care. All right, hold him board, but like underneath, like you do, with his face up, like that. Let's see now. Face him that way. Pivot this way.
I'm trying.
Go this. Spin this way. There we go.
He doesn't want this right now. He doesn't care.
Hey, you forgot your. All right. What a stream. Hey, so to be fair, we are waiting for the blog post, and I don't know if I have anything else left to do on this for today. I guess I could do Crucible now. The problem with doing Crucible, I really hate not getting the results back instantly. I really do. Oh, we got Bean? All right. No, they make a different face when they don't like the smell. That is not it. Because they do make a face, right?
Yeah.
He didn't make the face. He's not making the face.
No,
Okay.
no, thank you.
No, they do make a face. If you're a cat owner, you know what I'm talking about. They do make this like whenever they smell, like, what do they smell that's bad?
Usually they'll do that at citrus.
Yeah, it's like a citrus smell. Yeah, like they don't like lemons and stuff like that.
Oh.
They grimace. Yeah, it's a weird face. You want to talk to him? There's nothing.
Sure.
I'm waiting for the blog post. It's delayed. So. Oh, really? Animan, really? Okay, I will do Crucible. You promise that they did it? I don't mind if they have done it. I'll do it now if my opponent has gone. I believe you, Animan. Because you're somebody that is here regularly that gives good information. Oh, fat stats? Okay. All right. I'll do it here in a second. Well, I'll do Crucible right now. I'm going to go get some food. Cat, I'll talk to you guys. Hey, babe. I want to hold the cat. Come here. Come here.
No,
Your
he
old
wants
Dart
me.
is like, oh my God.
I know, because I was like dead in bed for a while.
Oh, we got cat whisperers. Oh, look at this guy. Oh, he
Fatty fat.
wants down. Doesn't like me.
What's up, motherfuckers? Too poor for the yayo? You know what that is?
What?
Yayo?
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, we just watched Scarface the other day. He knows what yayo is. Raid Shadow Legends is going great. I pulled a great character today in my Void Shard opening. I'm very happy. I'm not gonna spoil it though. You gotta watch my video. Unless Boomer already said it.
No, I didn't say what
Dart and Bean are not siblings. Dart and Luke are littermates.
Yeah, they have the
Shrugs?
same mom
What
and
is
same
Shrugs?
dad.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're twins. Dart and Luke are basically twins. Almost identical. I know you do, Portland RoboCop. He is, I get it. He's the best. Dart is so snuggly
Oh my
right
God,
now.
he is, like,
Yeah, blog is late.
Huh? Blog is late.
Blog is late.
I hate that.
Yeah. Hoot. Blog is late, so I'm going to be your entertainment in the meantime as much as I can be. Olive to Tater Tot. Right now he's a prune, which I only know dried prunes, so I wasn't sure, but I guess like a peanut, like inch and a half, inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Like, he's big, but he's got little legs, little elbows. And my parents, we sent them that video, and they are just so happy, and they keep saying, like, we keep watching it. We keep watching the video, and I'm like, I do too. I can't stop watching him. Non-dried prune is a plum. I don't think he's that big. Oh yeah, since we did IVF, we know we got to pick. I mean, unless there's a weird, life genetic anomaly thing, but like 99.9% chance he's a boy. I'm feeling, I was pretty tired this morning, and then I like rallied and we did 2 videos, and then I got overheated, and I have been like basically napping for the last 4 hours. I'm so tired today. Yeah, it's the life finds a way. What? What did they say on my app? There was another like a Tootsie Pop. Like the head of a Tootsie Pop is how big he is. It is. Yeah, it's on my Instagram. I don't know if it's still up. We can see. It was a 2. How do I find me? Oh yeah. Hey, that's right. No. I'll put it up under the IVF thing. I sent it to you on Discord too. Oh, did I? Oh, I got rid of your whatever you had up. Oh, that. Okay, there it is. Do we know if Tootsie Pop has a stick yet? Supposedly that's growing right now, so that's strange. But you know what I can say? Once we've had him? That I've officially grown a pair. It's F it Friday. Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. It's not really like Friday for us though. We work all the days. I am so tired now more than usual. So I really have to just stop everything because I've been getting migraines. Like I used to get them before when I overexerted myself, but now my threshold for overexerting myself, like, it used to be I would have this much space, like this much threshold. Now it's like this. It's nothing. So I have to be a lot more careful. I've cut back on all my volunteering, which makes me sad, but I'm growing a human. I think he's having a growth spurt right now because I have been like insatiably hungry for 3 days. And it's also weird because I will be like, food will sound absolutely disgusting to me. And then all of a sudden I'm starving. Like within a 10-minute range. I can start myself feeling hungry and then I'm super, super hungry. But also I've been a lot more hungry than usual. And then today I'm like dead tired. So he has to be having a growth spurt. Kind of. So he really like Mexican food, like refried beans. That's been a fun one. So I just get a lot of bean and cheese burritos, and that's good because there's iron and fiber, and that's good in the beans. I also really got into, oh my God, I ate almost a whole can of Pringles today, and Sour Punch straw bites, like the little chunks of Sour Punch straws. Those are my favorite. We've gone through a lot of those lately. I'm just eating a lot. Fun story, when my wife was getting her epidural, I passed out and smacked my head. Doctor put a chair outside the room for me during the actual birth because I was deemed a liability. Yep. So you were a fainting dad. There's all sorts of, there's several varieties of fathers I hear about in birth. Epidural, I hear is wild. I think the needle's like that long or something, like 4 inches long. Yeah, 4 inches. I love Pringles. My friend gave them to me. She said, these are really helpful when you're nauseous. And she's not kidding. Those are really good. He Supermaned his way out. Excellent. All the nurses asked if I was the dude that passed out when the shift changed. Dude, seriously though, that's all my friends who have had babies said. They were like, contractions hurt so bad that you're like, give me the giant needle. And I'm okay with that. I am so familiar with needles with this entire goddamn process. It's just a little weird that it goes in your spine. That kind of freaks me out, but whatever. I don't think I'm going to care. I keep trying to do 4, but the 4 inches long, right? I've been doing prenatal yoga because, well, my hips have been really tight because of, well, I'm still doing the shots. A little bit more, like a couple more days left on the progesterone shots. We're gonna see, and then I'm done with them, thank God. But they also, the medicine like gives you muscle knots in your hips, which is not nice. Like, we were out walking around a shopping mall last night, and all of a sudden I was like, nope, like I can't. I'm done. Like I'm having a hard time moving now. Oh, jeez, Sheriff Lobo, that is a horrifying. I mean, I know that's what's coming, but holy shit. It's so terrifying. Placenta is a do not watch. I think, like, once he's born, I'm just going to be staring at him for a long time. Oh, she was primed with fentanyl. Oh, there you go. That's good. I'm glad she got that, like, beforehand. The good stuff beforehand. So I've been doing prenatal yoga, like hip stuff specifically, and I'm hoping that's going to make birth a little easier.
Kat said I should drink more water.
You do a Powerade. Your doctor told you to drink more water, didn't he?
I never say that. I always come up with
The only thing that got me was touching the umbilical cord. It was warm and slimy. Did you cut the umbilical cord on your daughters? No. Like, no. Are you going to do it for him?
They didn't offer.
Oh. You're going to do it for him?
I don't know. I think that might not.
Should be a thing. Oh. Why is it not a thing? It's done. It's not doing anything anymore. I did it on accident. Oh, like touching it was on accident? Yeah, because I think they just like hold it out to you and give you scissors, and they're like right there in between these two little things, and then you just go.
If I
nip.
did it, I was under shock, and I don't remember it.
I think that's very possible too. He tends to go into shock.
Yeah, I may have been in shock. Such an emotional.
It is. Well, from what I hear, I can imagine it being an incredibly emotional, crazy experience. Joints get super loose during pregnancy. I'm a paramedic, been on a few minor car crashes with pregnant people when they dislocate something. Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? That is true. I know you're right about that, Royalty. I know you are because I went to the chiropractor and he said the same thing. He was like, your joints are going to get really loose. Oh, it was the most musical my body has ever been during a chiropractic visit. It was just like bubble wrap. Like it was beautiful. It's way harder to cut than I imagined it would be. Well, that's good.
I gotta ask Teresa if I did. Remember maybe?
Yeah, ask
It
her.
was pretty stressful for both of us.
Oh, yeah. Well, Boomer was in
For her,
shock.
Way more, but I think
Somebody, Vlad said, Boomer was in shock looking at a fucking spicy Dorito. I wouldn't trust him with a pair of scissors in a stressful situation.
I feel like they clip both sides.
Yeah,
of
they
it.
they clip, and it's basically
If it was a flat
the
pair of
cord
scissors,
has
flat pair of scissors, yeah, then I did that.
yeah. So
I don't know why
that's
I don't
all it
remember-
is
I don't know why I don't remember that.
because you were in the shock of
Yeah.
my child was just born. I could see that. Yeah, it's like a slimy, thick rubber tube, and because it's you leave it once you've birthed the baby, then it kind of like drains the rest of the blood out, and it like gets a signal that it's done, and so it just stops doing what it needs to do, and then it goes white, and then you don't need it anymore, and then you can clip off both ends, and you just nip. That dart. That dart is on the floor. Trying to show it.
Oh, that won't help.
Trying to say kind of. Dart is going to town right now. Hi, Baka.
Hi, Baka.
Oh, Dart. He's so good. Put ties on the both ends for the cut. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did know that because I remember the ties.
Yeah.
And the flat scissors.
Yeah.
Like a flat.
Yeah, flat scissors. Am I gonna make pills out of the placenta? God, no.
No,
I'm not that crunchy. I like some crystal. Did Dart just go running? Yeah, I like some crystals. I like incense. I like ghost adventures, but I'm not that crunchy. Oh yeah,
Oh,
I showed it on my stream.
I've been thought a lot about this. Don't take this wrong. I'm not gonna don't use it. Is that okay?
Go get it so I can explain this.
Don't use it.
Why?
'Cause
Well,
what
I'm
if
not
it
talking
spooks
about
you
this
out?
right now.
Remember the time when we went to buy that house across the street that it was haunted?
I didn't need a spirit box to know that house
But
was
what
haunted.
if you use the spirit box here and this house is haunted?
I would have felt it by now. I promise.
I don't want you
Go
to
get
use
it.
the
It's in
spirit
my
box yet.
office.
Here,
He
hold
got
my-
me.
Hold my water.
He got me an SB7 spirit box for my birthday. I'm so excited about it. I'm making him go get it. But then he just told me, don't use it in the house because you're going to get spooked and think our house is haunted. And I told him I would have already picked up on that if I figured the house was haunted. Our house is not haunted. My ex pulled out my third on her own in a German hospital. What the Jesus. Wife is a badass. I don't know if I would do. You know what? Who knows? Yeah. Look it. I can hunt ghosts. The thing is, Boomer gives me all these things, and then he gives me rules on when I can use them or where I can keep them in the house, like the Ouija board. You got it for me.
Yeah, that's not open though. That's
No,
probably
because I'm
being
not
open.
opening the Ouija board. I'm not touching that thing. SB7 Spirit Box, on the other hand.
I told him the Zoltar story too.
Oh yeah. You know where that one is?
Yeah.
It's in my purse.
Well, no, but it was on your Instagram story.
Oh yeah, you can show it on there. Any updates?
Yeah, somebody would.
The Ouija board is just a Hasbro toy. You'll be fine. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. They're bad.
Bought it at Target.
Got it at Target. You don't know the Target could be haunted.
It's a very demonic item.
Yeah. It's got demon origins. It's like a like a make your own voodoo doll set. Actually, voodoo isn't all bad. A lot of it can be good stuff too. You can make voodoo dolls that manifest good things. I know that. From New Orleans. I should have gotten that. There was a book of voodoo when I was in New Orleans the first time, and I should have bought it. I've kicked myself for 10 years that I didn't get that book on voodoo when I was in New Orleans. All right.
Okay.
Are you going to go back?
Yeah, I'm going to do my crucible.
I'm going to edit the video we made. Bye.
All right, we're going to do Crucible. Oh. Wait, bring it back to answer the question from your last video. What's that?
Thunderbolts drop, but they ain't the squad. Ghost and Tasky, Victoria, odd. Yeah, we voted, but the time was rough. If you saw the movie, we'd have called their bluff. Yelena Red GUS got the lore. They're the core, we can't ignore. Don't need a redo, just make it right. Rework the squad that's ready to fight. Saw the trailer, thought yo, this might slap. Tasky and Ghost in a war zone trap. Red Guardian flexing, Yelena with style. Winter Soldier looking cold and vile, but in game drop, nah, it ain't that. Victoria hand, who greenlit that? Songbird flying Hyperion 2. This ain't Thunderbolts, this is Beta Crew. Thunderbolts drop, but they ain't the squad. Ghost and Tasky, Victoria, odd. Yeah, we voted, but the time was rough. If we saw the movie, we'd have called their bluff. Yelena Red GUS got the lore. They're the core, we can't ignore. Don't need a redo, just make it right. Rework the squad that's ready to fight. We pick these names from a poll, no shit.
Your account, the boost that Kat had her account, you should have anyways. It just gets really slow. I don't know when it slows down, but it slows down. I feel like 50 to 75 was still pretty fast, but at some point you're doing like maybe one level a day, one level every other day. It just gets slower and slower. All right, Game Father? Okay. Hold on, I gotta answer a question. Yeah, you guys like it. Sure. All right, Lori, I answered your question. I don't know if you're watching. My recommendation, first of all, I'm going to start a new account when all of the Intel stuff is set aside and I can figure out what's going on with new accounts on Intel. So I'm going to have to start a new account. In general, the best thing to do when starting new is that they're going to give you so many new characters. It's going to be very confusing. Go into roster, hit roster, and then there's this tab up here, squads, and it'll populate with your characters. And in general, characters at the top of this list will be better than the characters at the bottom. For example, Elektra and Punisher are really easy to get, and they've been reworked recently. So have Groot and Rocket, you know, Captain America's Sam Wilson, and War Machine, and so on. So in general, focus on the teams closer to the top, because there was a big shift in power that happened in between the Illuminati and the Annihilator team right here. And this is in order: Illuminati and Annihilator. And the actual character that was in between here was Ares. So post Ares characters and characters that are a part of the post Ares characters teams that are reworked, like Elektra and Punisher, which are really easy to get, are going to just work better than, you know, something at the bottom of this list. You're just not going to want to do. For example, it's going to be a bad idea to work on Black Order. So that's the only general suggestion I have right now. Yeah. All right, Cosmic Crucible. All right, Fat Stats was in chat earlier. All right, we got Mephisto. So Starjammers will not work in 1. Starjammers will work in 3. I'm going to try Vigilante in 2. So that is the plan right now. We're going to do Vigilante in 3 and 2, and we're going to do Starjammers in 3. What are we gonna do in one? Odin is on defense. Why do you think the blog is delayed? I know why the blog is delayed, but I don't know how they're going to present it or what they're actually going to say. But I have an idea of why it was delayed. I got smoked against Super Scroll using Vigilante. Even when I have like massive overpowered, not going to work. I mean, I know that the Spider Society team works well. All right, we'll do Hive Mind, Super Scroll, Venom. Yeah, I have Super Scroll. I forgot about that. Venom? I don't think Vigilante walks over that team. They do? All right, well then we'll do Vigilante. We just wasted a lot of resources, but that's okay. Vigilante? Okay, we'll use Vigilante. What are we gonna do? I can use Starjammers in 3, Vigilante in 2. What are we gonna do in 1? What are we gonna do in 1? I have Old Man Logan, APOC. I got Old Man Logan, I've got Super Scroll. Super Scroll's dead in the water with Captain Britain. Old Man Logan, APOC. We got Annihilators. I got Black Knight myself. Yep, I do have Old Man. I do have Omega Red and Null on defense. On defense, yeah. Got nipples. What's up with that? I got APOC. I've got Shadow King. I got APOC, Old Man Logan, Shadow King, Black Knight. I got 3-piece Annihilators. Or I could just use in-game Thanos. All right, but then back to this then. We got Black Cat over here, so this idea... Is this not going to work because of Black Cat? This has got raid rules, so this has raid rules, so we're not. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're pretty, Nafisha. Super Scroll will go before. Super Scroll will go before Void Knight. Stretch, you're pretty also. All right, we ready to try it? King Sheet MSF. Thank you. Oh, then we've got a Game Father skit. All right, we'll do a Game Father skit. I don't know how to do a Game Father skit. I don't have it set up for a Game Father skit. All right, let's do Game Father. I'm not going to tell you you're ugly. Come on. I need to make a Game Father skit. We can do with Weed Lounge. Let's do Weed Lounge.
Listen up, you little bitches. The Game Father's here to let you know what's up with Overpowered. I got your Overpowered right here. Get fucked and quit whining, you little bitches, and play the fucking game and shut your mouth holes. Get off my dick. Fuck off.
All right. All right, we're going to have a go at it. What are we going to do here? It's time for Cosmic Crucible! Y'all ready to get wrecked? We got a pretty crazy defense, and my opponent has informed me that they played pretty well, so we're going to have a go at it. Now, we've got an interesting setup right here that has not only Captain Britain, but the new Emma. So we will not, I repeat, we will not be doing Starjammers there. We're going to have it a go with Starjammers in room 3, which is tricky because they got some 11s We got in-game Thanos, Omega Red. That's going to be some problems. And then above here is Spider Society. Spider Society's been giving people a bunch of problems. So I'm not going to mess around with that. I'm going to try an old counter that was suggested to me of using Super Scroll with Hive Mind. I'm a little bit worried about Black Cat, but if I get through a little bit of it through, we're going to just try it. I know people are saying vigilantes work, vigilantes don't work, but I know that there's been some issues with Spider Society being very strong in room 2. And I'm scared to take my vigilantes. And then room 1, I'm going to try vigilantes there first. And then I've got kind of like a collection of characters for after that. You know, like APOC, Old Man Logan, Shadow King, Black Knight. Maybe I'll throw in a Weaver, you know, if I can't get through it with vigilantes. But I'm hoping vigilantes will get through and maybe Punisher will delete them. If Sable can go and Punisher, then maybe we'll have a chance. So let's get into it. I'm going to try this first room here. I'm going to try kind of like an older team. I'm worried about Black Cat shutting down the speed on, because Black Cat's passive like prevents what bio from getting what speed up, something like that. I don't really got it fully memorized. I know that Black Cat might be here solely to mess up this team. So we're going to try it. Hopefully this works. I feel like I should separate these guys a little bit. All right, let's try it like that. Let's go. And the thing I'm worried about is my opponent, I know, did very well. So let's just go find out. We're not going to get some of the speed up on spawn. Rage incoming? Yeah, probably. All right, so what do we want to do here? Let's do it this way. How am I going to drop someone into red the fastest is the question. We're going to have a problem. We didn't push anybody into red. Well, maybe this is maybe we're fine right here. Maybe this will salvage the whole fight right here. Okay, we always say we got to get somebody into red. Holy moly, nobody's going into red. We got a problem. Yeah, we're dead. This definitely did not go the way that I wanted it to go. Solo for the win. We'll find out. I don't think so, though. I mean, I guess I could. It's not over yet, but I feel like this is all bad, right? Maybe if I get to another ultimate, we'll be okay. Nope, we're not. Okay. Okay. All right, well, Yep. I'm gonna come back to that. Let's stick to the plan, and then we're gonna reassess this. I feel like I got a loss already just by losing that one there. Let's just do Starjammers here. Starjammers are kind of flimsy, so I'm a little bit worried about in-game Thanos. We also got a Mega Red at 11. So this is kind of a... We'll see how it goes, right? I don't want to get through gore. Here we go. Wow, he survived. Interesting. Now we're gonna get hit right here. No, we didn't get hit. Why did we not get hit there? All right, we got to get through her before. Nah, we're not gonna get through her first, are we? Yeah, there he is. Let's see if we can do it this way. We got to heal up a little bit, right? Is it Mega Red? Yeah, are gonna delete me right here? Probably. Well, we got a revive on Groot. Is that gonna be enough to, let's see, that'll go, right? All right. Okay. Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Here we go. Oh, so the better move would have been to do the hit on Phoenix and then pause the game. Oh God, I totally get it now. So if Phoenix is the last one standing, before she gets summoned, you hit her and then then pause the game. That way she doesn't have a chance to revive Omega Red. And then because you killed her, you win the match. Oh my God. It just like a light bulb went off in my head. Okay. I get it. I get it. All right. Well, we probably are in trouble here anyways. So let's just see how this plays out. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see here. This is great. Ah! She one-shot the whole team. She one-shot the whole team. Holy hell. Holy shit. Wow! Holy moly! Holy moly! Holy moly! Oh my God! Woof. Oh my God! One tap. All right, how am I gonna finish this here? Just like full Night Stalkers, like maybe like Night Stalkers, Apocalypse. Can I do Night Stalkers Apocalypse here and just run over them? Yeah, let's do that. I have uncanny on defense, so I don't want to do that. Yeah, I could Spider Society it. All right. All right, let's do it. All right, let's just go. Oh, I don't think I need a black cat there, but whatever. Okay, well. All right, see here if this will hit everybody. Okay. All right. Oh my God. Why are you going? Why are you taking a turn? They're going to heal up now. I hate this. Yeah, they feel like this is not very efficient. There's the heal block. So Black Cat is, well, then it disappeared. We're going to get to Peter. I know what Peter is doing and why it's a problem. He's healing them up like crazy. I get it. There we go. There's the heal block right there. All right, there we go. All right, let's see. So we dropped one. We dropped one room. All right, let's see. I think my opponent got a perfect score. Let's see what how they did. All right, let's see what they got. Yeah, they did get a perfect score. They didn't drop anything. Set defense. Let's see how they did it. Results. All right, so Starjammers into 1. Yeah, that makes sense. And then they use Vigilante. Yep. Makes sense. And, oh, they use Odin Illuminati themselves. Huh. See how this went out. See how this played out here. Curious to see how close this was, if it came down to Illuminati, Odin versus Odin at the end, or it could have gone either way. All right. I wish there was a button here where you could just hit auto and let it go. Like just like an auto button or something. In that way, or fast forward button. Okay, there we go. All right, Black Hat shutting that down, right? And then Old Man Logan was shutting down the charges. I see what's going on here. All right, well, at least my so it's interesting. I won't ever get the charges. All right, let's see if mine goes. All right, there we go. So we got a 1 versus, yeah, all right. So it really wasn't that close. All right, well, that will do it. Bye for today. I think it just needs an auto button. You just need to, you can toggle between next and auto, like on off. That's all they need. Let's see, where would the score been? I still would have lost because of the, right? I would have lost because of the points, one way or another. That's 63. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I got 74 to 63. Last 20 points there. Maybe if I did that point thing where I shut down the match early, it would have gone better. And then if I hadn't lost this one, yeah, maybe. But this right here, holy moly, right? Never seen anything like this before. Well, I mean, I would have. That's not the match I wanted to see. Match I wanted to see was this one right here. Oh, I just did one. I just did my Astral and put on auto. Three. Six. It's overpowered plus the room rules. It's the room rules, guys. When attacking, do 100% damage per vulnerable on the attacking character. So she had 600% attack. It's the room rules. Mephisto must have hit her. Is there a new program code? No. Well, maybe. It's relatively new, but you may have it already. She had 6. I have a very large vigilante, as one would expect if you're pushing for Professor X. No, right above community, the community, all the codes are right there from the Nightbot command. Thank you, Steven. You're way more helpful than I am. All right, I don't know what to do here. Sim a blitz battle with Null. Okay. All right, so we're doing this again, right? What would you want the Twitch mod song to say? I feel like being a mod on this stream is like you're trying to keep me from saying dumb shit more than people. I feel like Twitch chat is not the problem. It's I've heard this from other people. It's the streamer that's the problem. Green and purple's done? Okay. Who's used Null for this time? What do you mean? Thank you, Steven. I see what you're saying. I don't know what I want to do. Is there anything left to do here in Marvel Strike? Oh, I know what. I haven't done this. Actually, this is worth some. I've not done this. Yesterday I got stuck on this node. Holy moly. Yeah, the null attacks was just go in there with Astral and hit auto. My alliance had already finished it by the time I got there, so thank you. I didn't try any other teams other than Astral. I think that I should have, but I just didn't because let's try this. I didn't do anything other than Vigil. I just did Astral. That's it. I was done. I was like, okay, I did my Astral. I have one G20. Oof. Milestone events, leaderboard events. Buy the offers to get more pieces. I feel like the milestone, the leaderboard milestone events, the auctions, if you will, seem to be one of the more efficient ways to get gear tier 20s. Yeah, I'm thinking the leaderboard events are the way to go. If you're a spender or a value spender anyways. All right, this should go well. Please drop the taunts. Oh, there's still a taunt. Yeah, that's true. I actually kind of like that there has been a lot of extra yet somewhat frivolous stuff to do. So that would have gone entirely differently if the taunts were stripped off of the absorbing mans from Sable, but one of them did not, so I was unable to target Super Scroll with Hit Monkey's ultimate to stun him. You gotta get the kills, right? See, this is so frustrating that this all comes down to where the cooldowns are. I don't... Like, I just don't think Sable's gonna get around fast enough to... Alright. If Sable can take a turn here, maybe we got a chance, and then Hit Monkey save his ultimate, right? Holy fuck off. I played this 2 times already, and I don't know what it was. It just like, first time I went in, it was easy. And now I've gone in like 10 times, and it's like, wow, just like slow play. I'm gonna slow play it. I'm going to try to drop as many characters right before Super Soul comes in. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to try to keep them all weak. I mean, I've done this. It wasn't hard. It's just, it's so weird that it's feels like way different. Oh, okay. Well, then let's do this then. Sure. Okay. No, I think having the extra kill from the Scarlet Witch spawning is what's making a difference then. That makes sense to me, actually. Maybe we'll hit Quicksilver right here. Again, just need to kill him. All right, I just think I need to not kill people and then drop multiple people at the end before Super Scroll drops, right? Make sure that I kill a bunch of people at the end with one AoE ability or something. Yeah, I don't care. Do it this way. Oh, just fuck all the way off with this nonsense, right? All right, I think we had a chance here. Yeah, we got through it now. I gotta. It's like, what am I gonna do, man? I've played this. This is my third time playing this, which I don't mind. Well, this gives me speed up, so I kind of want to do that anyways. I need to get a kill. There we go. There we go. That's what we're looking for there. All right, now we're good. I just cleared it. I don't know. I wasn't. The Ms. Marvels weren't the problems. It's the Super Scroll that's the problem. Ugh. You're not throwing up in here, are you? Don't throw up in here. You throw up in here? I can't see. Oh, you're fine. Oh, you're fine. Maybe. So, no, I get throws up all the time. Come on, stick. There we go. Who killed me last time? Was it Oath? Well, it's whether or not she gets the slow, right?
Killmonger's fierce, but no nips on his frame. Beast is all fur, but his chest plays the same. Mephisto's a demon, hot
All right. I think I want to go buy a plant. Yeah, I've got healer on him. Yeah, I don't know if I think I have healer on him, but I've done fortifier on him too, or yeah. Ooh. All right, let me go check something. Getting more than 4 yellow to get now to get more than 4 red stars. You can only get 4 red on with you have 4 yellow. Nursery, no, we don't smoke anymore. Both of us were pretty big stoners back in the day, but no, we've actually never smoked together. We are retired. I think we're gonna go to the nursery. The only thing I need to do is I need to figure out how to do Shogun Grove in Raid Shadow Legends, but actually I don't even need to know how to do that. I wish I would have chased the fusion to give me more to do. Well, it's not about, it wasn't out of like me trying to better myself, it was out of necessity. It's not like there was no virtue involved in this process. It was pretty much like a pretty severe situation that was not going to go away. And it wasn't the weed, it was all of it. Alcohol mostly, but I couldn't do one without the other, so. Where does one get more intel? Intel is rationed out by doing daily activities. I feel like the best place to get extra intel or just intel is going to be right here. Make sure you've done all of these things. Yeah. And there's going to be more access between now and the 22nd. There's a couple things that they haven't switched over. Oh yeah, there's a limit. Yeah. There absolutely is a limit. Ooh, let's do this. Yeah, Intel's not for sale either. Yeah, there's no way of getting like a surplus or extra. No, it's mostly a participation thing. I don't even think there's a difference between what you can get in Crucible and all that. There's only two things to consider before the switch of a high importance. If you have elite raid credits, not raid credits, elite raid credits, got to go in and purchase Crimson Gear Raid Orb. The opportunity to buy that will be disappearing. Every 8 hours, my suggestion is if you have arena credits, buy the L4 and the L3 training modules. The L4 one will be going away. Sometime before the conversion, which happens on the 22nd, so right now it's the 16th. So I'm probably going to do this about 4 days from now. Any excess arena store currency should be used for arena orbs, keeping in mind buying these every 8 hours. I don't know of anything other than Astral. My alliance finished it in 5 seconds. I believe 2 people finished it. I just went in with Astral and hit auto and then didn't look at it any further. Sorry. All right, let's do it. So what should I change my defense to? Should I just have like full symbiotes on defense? I feel like that is the best. What is the best team in room 2 on defense? Just full symbiotes? Or Spider Society? So what I'm thinking is, should I put Phoenix Force here in room 3 in place of Shuri and Hank, and then put like in-game Thanos and Gladiator here instead, and then run Gore, 3-piece Annihilators with Null and Mephisto. All right, I'm gonna go to the nursery. Bye guys, we're gonna go hang out with us here.
Yes, it is mobile. Yes, it is. Alright, let's go ahead and see how this one ends up going.
Bye.